You might have seen videos on Tayler Tolder, and you might be wondering how much money did he actually make, and that's exactly what this video is about. So I found a face mask which is pretty much identical to the one he has. Here's a quick comparison. You can also get a custom print on it, which is included in the price. You have to order a minimum of 100 of them. When you buy stuff in bulk, you always need to buy a minimum amount of units, and the price drops significantly the more you buy. And since he got a big following, it's safe to assume he bought a lot. And just so you have an idea of how much the prices drop when you buy them in bulk, 100 to 199 is 75 cents. If you buy 200 to 499, it's 65 cents. And if you buy more than 500, it's only 50 cents per unit. And if you think it's just that mask, that's very cheap. I will flash a higher quality one on screen right now, which is about double the price. And if you're wondering, there's like a lot more for very similar prices of both masks. And as for how much money he made, we don't know, but I'll just put some estimates up on the screen. He charges $25 per mask, and the masks are under $1 to manufacture. We're just gonna assume that packaging it, handling the package, and shipping it, plus the cost of the masks themselves, is $5 in total, which is honestly a stretch, since the masks, as I showed, are very cheap and they're very light, very small. It can bend and stuff like that, which means it doesn't need any protection. It doesn't need to be wrapped in bubble wrap. You can just fit it in one of those plastic envelopes and it would be fine, which is a very cheap way of shipping it. So it's very safe to assume he barely spent any money on the masks and shipping, handling, everything, which means he definitely made more than $20 per mask. We're just gonna assume he made $20 per mask just so we have the absolute minimum he made. I put the numbers on screen right now, and since you probably don't feel like doing math, I also decided to put on screen how much he would have to sell to make 100k and a million. If he sold 100, he would have made $2,000, and I think it's very safe to assume, since it's a cash grab and you would try to sell as much as possible, which is why I think it's bullshit that he only had a small stock, as he calls it. I think it's very safe to say he sold a lot more than that, and even if he sold 250, he would still have made 5,000 US dollars. What I think is a very realistic number of sales is probably around 500, since he does have a younger audience, and with Corona going on, selling face masks with the following he has, you would probably be able to sell 500 masks in no time, which would get you 10,000 US dollars, which I personally think is a lot of money for a quick little cash grab, because there wasn't a lot of thought that went into this. If there went any thought into this, they would have not just used some shitty emoji and white text on a red box. They would have hired an artist to make some actual half-decent art, which wouldn't cost you that much money, and even if you sell a very small amount, you would still make thousands. So if you take that into consideration, spending a couple $100 on some good art to put on there would definitely be worth the money. But since it's obviously a quick cash grab, that's not really something they thought about. And to give you an idea of how many followers he has across all of his platforms, to help you decide how many units you think he sold, his Twitter has 320k followers, his YouTube has almost 700k, and he has 2.9 million on Instagram, and his biggest is his TikTok, which has 8.5 million. So he's not exactly a no-name, as him being on TikTok implies. Yes, he does make content for kids, as I have made clear throughout the video, which children are very easy to manipulate. Combined with the virus going on and people wanting to buy face masks, it's pretty safe to assume he made like a good amount of sales. Taking all of that into consideration, you can make up your own mind on how much you think he sold. And I'm pretty sure that concludes the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, consider liking and subscribing. And since I am a very small YouTuber, if you share this with your friends, it would be much appreciated. Now I got the outro out of the way, I'll just talk about what kind of videos you can expect after this, because I honestly don't know. It's gonna be something completely random, not gonna lie. I wish I knew what the next video was that I was going to make, but I honestly have no idea whatsoever. So I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you enjoy the random content if you have watched some of my previous videos. And yeah, I guess I'll catch you in the next one.